So I have been a Doc Marten collector since I was a kid, and I have Doc Martens that are in this collection that are over 20 years old, and then I have ones that I have bought as recently as 2019. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna go over basically how these shoes make me feel and maybe a little bit of what I wear them for. And so let's do that. If you're watching this video and you have feelings about the Docs, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to start a discussion. I'd love to know if there are any cool styles that you are looking for but that you can't find because they no longer make them, but you know they're out there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's get started. So, obviously, we have two of my favorites here, which I'm gonna get into first. I have these orange Docs. And these are, ooh, how long have I had these? Maybe 10 years, about that. And these are the patent, and they were really damaged. You can see that I've had good use of these. One of the things I loved about Docs is even though they have been worn, look how they've been worn, and then look at the sole. And then look at the sole. It's not worn down. One of the things that I find challenging today in fashion when it comes to footwear, especially footwear that's for sturdy things and like getting stuff done, or you know, feeling grounded, and you want to feel you know, this kind of a feeling. A traditional, at the old school combat boot. This is a 1460. Most of them that I have are 1460. That means it's an 8-hole Doc. But anyway, oh, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? So anyway, the Docs, well, the soles don't wear out, but I think that that's a great part of their value, is what I'm saying. The Docs not wearing out, they last so many years. They're absolutely worth their weight in gold in terms of the cost. A lot of times Docs that are 1460s, I would say, they start at maybe $120 and they go up to over $200 depending on if you are getting something custom or some of their classic old school stuff. So it really depends. They also have great new designers coming out all the time with beautiful patterns. So that's that. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so let's get into these. I really love these guys because they are my newest pair, and they are Pride inspired. They have the rainbow laces, and they also come with the black laces. I haven't put them in, but these are a blast. I have gotten a little bit of wear from the inner, how did I do that? I don't know, but even the stitching is rainbow, and I love that. And I'll just take a moment to talk about Pride for a second. I think that it's great to come from a place of love, starting with yourself, and really feel comfortable with yourself, meaning that you're not really concerned about others' judgments of you. And when you are able to truly like embrace that you are you, there's no one else like you, that you deserve to be and experience the beautiful things that you want to experience, of course those things that are healthy and helpful to others and kind, you have every right to do that. And I want you guys to always feel loved. So for me, Pride is a form of love. And it always starts from within, because remember, you cannot share something that you don't have. And when you're able to, you know, access kind of an abundant flow of that love, then that's when things are going to change for you. So you'll be able to share that with others. You will attract others and build the community that you want. Of course, hard work is always helpful. All right, next. Oh yes. Guys, these are my steel toe Docs. Okay, so I mean, we all have days that we want to
kick some ass.
These are some classic leather. They're kind of dusty. I haven't worn them in a little bit. They're burgundy. I think they're actually, though, called oxblood, I think. And these are 10 hole. So I think they're like a 1920. I don't know. There'll be text below if I'm wrong about that. But I do like these. I think that these are great for when you want to go do something where you just want to be safe and you have that kind of steel toe in there. The only thing about a steel toe is that it's just going to add a little bit of weight. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't have the laces in these right now. Where are they? I don't know. We'll put them down over here. Okay, next. I think I'm going to save my pair that I've had the longest for last, but these are the pair that I've had the second longest. And, you know, they have somewhere. These are a silver, like a, actually they're more like of a gunmetal. Yeah, I feel like it's more like a gunmetal. What do you think, guys? Dark silver, 1460 boot. Just make all the noise. Like, a lot of times I feel like a bear in a china shop. Anyway, okay. The next is the classic black. And why do I have the laces out of all of these right now? I was up to something. And I love them because these are great for anything. I actually tend to wear black docks less than colorful docks because I think that when I'm in the mood to stomp around, I want to stomp around in color. Then I have brown. These are brushed leather rather than a smooth leather, a textured leather. These I've probably had for maybe 15 years, also in good condition. Look at that. Like, what do you want? What do you want with this? I've mentioned this before, but feeling grounded is something that shoes can help you accomplish. So if you feel insecure, or if you feel like you just don't want to get out and hit the pavement and get done what you got to do, you don't want to get out in the world because you feel hurt, or you're healing, or you just are dealing with some sort of chemical depression or circumstantial depression, or maybe you're just having a great day and you want to reinforce that by, you know, feeling powerful and feeling like you know where you're going. Docks will help you do this, and I can't say that that's going to work for everybody, but I think it will work for a lot of people. When you wear something that's a little bit heavy weighted, sturdy, you look strong, you look like you're going to kick some ass, then you're ready to actually go out there and actually have more grace available to you because people already know you're ready. Okay, so be ready. All right, next, Wonder Balm is a something that now that I've brought all these docks out, I'm definitely going to go and treat all of them with. There's like this protector, and it's like this waxy balm, and then you put it on with this foamy sponge, and it soaks in, and what that's going to do is going to hydrate the docks, hydrate the leather so that it doesn't crack. If you do want to keep them for a few decades, I would recommend it. And then Ultra Protector Water Stain Repellent, all season protection for leather, suede, and nubuck. So you're going to buy this, and then you're going to be able to use it. Oh, it's nice and messy. You're going to be able to use it on all of your, what it said, nubuck. Okay, next. Don't fall over, my dear. Why is there only one in here? Embrace the fun of the imperfections of life. It's so fun. Okay, so anyway, I've got this one, and that's better than none. And it's a insole. You know what those do. Okay, next. I have my last pair that is mine, and then we're going to go into 3 pairs that are for sale on my Poshmark. And again, those links are below, so if you're getting curious, just go ahead and check that out. If you ever have questions about Poshmark as well, or online reselling, or fashion, or how you're feeling, please go ahead and leave a comment below. And I will do my best to try to connect with you and answer your question, or maybe do a video about it. These are my oldest pair. Hi! I think that these were also like oxblood red with black shoe polish. And this is what they look like. And they're in pretty good condition. Like, look at this, you guys. Okay, we're ready for our 3 docs that I have for sale on Poshmark. And so listen, Poshmark is an app that you can go onto and you can just go shopping. And then you can find the greatest vintage things. You can find new things. You can find it. If you can't find it, I'd be shocked, okay? So, and eventually if you keep looking for like these vintage things that like you know are sold out, you know it is not coming back in by the designer on their website, you can't find it anywhere, keep checking, because people will hold on to things for a while and then all of a sudden they'll pop up. So I think it's great. There are a lot of sellers on there that are really passionate about it. They love clothing like I do. So when they're doing this with love. They're preparing these items in a way that, you know, they want you to feel good about your purchase. A lot of these things, and especially if you like buy from me, it's gonna come packaged, it's gonna come gift wrapped, and it's gonna come with a card. So you automatically are getting a gift wrap if you'd like to ever get something and then send it to somebody. I'm also really open to negotiation, and a lot of people on Poshmark are. So if you don't want to pay full price, don't. Okay. Now, these are literally my favorite. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Doc Martens make heels. And they tend to make the more kind of chunky heel, the kind of block type look, the more traditional Doc Marten style look. There are and have been a few types that came out over the years that were exceptionally feminine. And I do generally wear high heels and dress in a feminine way. Even if I'm wearing Docs, I feel like I just have a feminine style. And so, I have collected some Doc Martens that have the heels over time. So these have a 3.5 inch heel. These are lined with fur. They are a UK 7 and a US 9. I wear a 9.5. If you wear a 9.5, these will fit you. These will also fit you if you wear a 9. And they have the buckle detail. They're in excellent condition. I have worn them a couple of times. Do you want to see the soles? Take a look. Take a look. And listen, I think that it's very rare that you can really run in a pair of very high heels and maybe even in snow and ice and not fall. And these are shoes that I guarantee you that your odds are higher that you will be successful in that than any other high heel you can find. If you haven't worn Doc Martens before, like, you can wear these in a restaurant in the back, if you've ever worked as a waiter or waitress, and like slide on the grease floor and you're not gonna fall. You're gonna be able to, or not slide, you're not gonna slide, you're gonna be able to keep your grip. So these also work to the degree that, you know, possible on ice and snow or in cold weather. I live in Southern California and I've worn them here as well. They don't really overheat your foot, but they are cozy. So those are for sale on my Poshmark. And then the next pair that I have for sale on my Poshmark, a new pair. These are new in box or new with tags. These are called Cherry Red Octavia. These are in a size UK 5, US 7. So these are canvas. They're kind of a burgundy color. I would say it's like a burgundy red, maroon color. These are going to have a different type of sole than the average 1460. They started making these, you know, in the last several years. They're lighter. They are going to have a more flexible sole. These are going to have the zip on the side, and they do have the tie-up as well. So you can either tie them or just to zip them, and they're really great. These are high top style, and they're accented in black. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. You can just go with clothing as their structure or as maybe a type and get slightly away from the gender, because I really feel like high-end fashion doesn't focus so much on gender, but of course you do need to find the sizes that will fit you. So that's like, for me, the functional purpose of that. Did I just like touch my own breast? It's not that type of show. Okay, so next we have these, and I will be honest with you, I'm ready to get these going out the door. These are, I forget what style of shoe they are, but they are a shoe. They are Doc Martens shoe on it. I'm on it. They have the tassel. They have been worn twice, and they're really gorgeous dress shoes. These will work for almost anyone. Well, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much. It has been wonderful going over the Doc Martens that I have with you guys. I love them so much, and I'd love to hear what kind of brands of shoes that you guys really like as well. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. Love to you, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.